ChristianGirl.com. This is Dore Mimi. I know I look a hot mess right now, but this is urgent. One of my good friends from Girl.com came to me, and she's torn between Christianity and sex right now. She's a virgin of that junk. Not junk, but you get the point. And I decided to make this video post thingamajigger, whatever, to kind of help provide some insight for her and for other Christian teens. With that being said, if you don't like what I'm saying, if this gets on your nerves, if you're offended, I'm so sorry, but you can hit the back button. I mean, replying to me is not going to change my mind. And saying, oh, well, this, that, so forth, and so forth. It's not going to do it, all right? There's plenty of stuff on Girl.com that offends me, that I find stupid, that I find ludicrous, or whatever. I'm not going to say what, but I don't say anything. I take it with a grain of salt and I move on, so you should do the same. All right? We got each other. We're cool? Good. Hold on. I got an IM. All right. So, my dear friend is torn between Christianity and sex. Basically, she asked the question saying, is it realistic for men and women to stay virgins until marriage in 2009? Yes. Do people do it? No. But it's definitely possible, but a lot of people just don't do it. Why? I have no idea. It's their personal choice. I don't ask. I just say, oh, and move on, you know. But when it comes down to me, let me think about it. Why am I staying a virgin in 2009 when I know I get those sexual urges and all this stuff here, and you know, some days I just be wanting to rip off the clothes and stuff of a hot, sexy guy, but I don't, because of one thing that I always ask myself before I do something, or at least I try to before I do it. Does it honor God? Does having sex before marriage honor God? Ask yourself that question if you're a Christian girl. Now, I have to keep saying Christian because you know how people do on this site. They will take one thing you say and twist it around and make it sound like you are offending a bunch of people or calling out a bunch of people. I am not. You hear me say it? I am not. I am not. I am not. So do not come to me with it, because I would just block you and ignore you. Don't waste your time or mine, okay? Yeah, as you know, I don't take mess from nobody on the site. I really don't. It's just pointless. I mean, before I go into a rant on that, oh, Jesus, keep my mind straight, I will not. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. When you do something, especially think about stuff like having sex, and you're Christian, and you're Christian, and you're Christian. Gotta keep saying that, because you know these people. They deaf, they can't hear. Anyway, if you think about having sex, you have to think about, does it honor God? Am I honoring God with my body? We have to honor God with every fiber of our being. Do we always do it? No. But should we always do it? Well, we can't because we're imperfect. But should we try? Yeah, we should try so freaking hard to honor our whole entire selves. Honor God with every fiber of our being, okay? Now, she brought up a good point that people will say, well, if we're not supposed to do that, then why does God give us these sexual urges? He doesn't. There's a ton of stuff on this earth that God allows, but he is not of him. See, people don't realize that. That's the first thing that come out of people's mouths when you say, oh, well, something, 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 God. And they'll say, well, if God does something, 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 then why does he allow this, that, so forth, so and so, so forth, therefore, and of, and whatever. You know what? That's where free will comes in. So am I saying, Lord, forgive me. God, I can't speak right now. Let me backtrack. Bear with me. So when I say free will, do I mean that the sexual urges come forth by ourselves or whatever I'm trying to say. No, it's human nature. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get tempted. I mean, I would go so far as saying Satan tempts us with those urges to do things that are not of God, to not honor him, and to therefore sin. But I will be going in way over some of y'all's heads, and then y'all gonna want to ask me questions,